Let's take a look at some wireless here. So this is one thing that's difficult for us to do in a virtual or a lab-based environment for obvious reasons. But I'd like to expand on this in the future. In the meantime, I just want to show you one of the tools that I like to use that works on Windows. If you don't have Kali installed natively on your laptop and you're going out and doing an assessment, I highly recommend using inSSIDer, inSSIDer, so like SSID, inSSIDer, get it? Okay, so this tool will let you take a look at all the different wireless signals in your area. The free version will do 2.4 gigahertz. You can pay for the pro version that will do the 5 gigahertz and AC and all kinds of other stuff. But I want to take a look at the just some of the things that you can do on a very basic level with your wireless assessing. And this tool, the one thing that kind of throws you off if you're new to wireless is that your signal strength or your decibels here, the higher the negative number, the worse the signal is, right? So this at the bottom here, the negative 83 is a very poor signal, whereas a negative 65 up here with this green is going to be a much better, stronger signal strength. It all depends on preference and the manufacturer and the brand and all kinds of other stuff, what kind of throughput you want and where you want to be when you're connecting to one of these SSIDs. But the other thing I want to bring up is that you might see multiple SSIDs here on the left column that have the same name. So I want to take a look at that. And we might have multiple access points in a campus environment. For example, Moorpark College or CSUN or some school that you go to. There might be, you walk around no matter where it is, it's called CSUN or Moorpark College, but how does it work? You know, you're probably at home and your access point, your wireless router barely works just in your house. How do they get it to spread so far? Well, they're using multiple access points. They're taking a bunch of these wireless access points, putting them all over the place so that it works like a giant cell phone environment. So if you ever wonder the same thing when you're driving down the freeway, how come you don't have to go and change to a different cell phone tower? Well, your cell phone does that automatically in the background. It's hopping to the nearest one or the one with the best signal strength. So that's similar here. And so we can take a look at that. We can look at the MAC address, which is called the BSSID, the Bravo SSID. And you might see multiple SSIDs here with the same name, but you can take a look at the MAC address to find out which access point we're taking a look at here. And so I like this tool because you can look at this and we can see where there's drop in signal. So you might have poor signal strength or something got in the way. And I take this tool and I'll just walk around and look at how this changes, how the signal increases or decreases. Let's look at one with a little bit better signal here. And so we can see if there's an open SSID here. So for example, this one called Office on channel 6, it disappeared here. It's open, so there is no security on that if we try and connect to that. It's using 802.11n. It's just a great tool to take a look at and understand what's going on. Maybe you're having a bunch of signal issues and you can look and see, well, channel 11 looks pretty busy here, so maybe I'm going to use channel 6 or one of the other channels, or look at the 5 gigahertz band, right? There's like nothing over there, so maybe I want to get a AC router that can operate on the 5 gigahertz band. But you might find rogue access points, evil twins. This helps you locate things. And so one thing you want to look at is if you found, let's pretend this margarita here was your office. If you look at this and you see the MAC address, again, those first half of the MAC address is defining the manufacturer. And so if you've got, let's say, Meraki by Cisco, you've got a ton of these MAC addresses, and let's actually pull one of these up. I can't copy and paste, never mind. But if we search the first 6 characters there, we can go on Google and it's going to tell us what the brand is. And so if we look at this and we've got 10 access points on our screen here with the same SSID of Office or Margarita, and all of them have the first 6 characters are the same of the MAC address, and then one's different, that's probably an indication that we've got an evil twin or something else that's going on there. Maybe we've got a rogue access point. We can use this tool, walk around with a giant antenna, and find out where the rogue access point's coming from. Because they don't just tell you, yeah, I'm in Bob's cubicle. You need to go find that and look at the signal strength. So when you start walking around, how does this signal change? Does it go up, down? And you kind of walk around. It's like playing that game Marco Polo or Hot Cold, and you're trying to find that rogue access point. So this is a great free tool that you can use at home, just play around with. I highly recommend it. I use it on a regular basis.